my heart to learning, open up my heart to love. Help me to know myself and how I should learn. I open up to learning, I open up to joy. Help me to learn a language and let it be my happiness.
Hi everyone, welcome again to another podcast from Teacher Joseph. I received an email the other day from a young man who is asking me to talk about anxiety. Now he's doing some English exams and he has some other stresses in his life, and he's asking for some ideas about coping with life. Life is not easy for men these days, and many people suffer from anxiety or depression, that everything is coming down on top of them. I'm going to answer that question now by talking about the RAIN technique. That's right, you know the word rain from the weather, rain, the water that falls from the sky. Well, as an acronym, it can give us an insight about how to deal with anxiety when things get a little bit too much. Before we do that, though, let's talk about different ways that people deal with anxiety. Well, of course, dealing with the reason, the thing that causes us anxiety is very important. If the stress of exams is too much, well, try to pace them out, or at least try to ensure your studying is regular, but not too crammed together. That's one, of course, ideal solution. To talk to your tutor as well, because most universities and colleges these days, you can extend deadlines if you need to. If things get too much, ask for an extension to the deadline. It would seem a very clear and obvious thing to do. Other ways of dealing with anxiety, well, some people like to use prayer or meditation. When I say the word prayer, I don't mean necessarily religion, although that is a main way for many people. I mean really connecting yourself to something higher, feeling alive, and that might just be reaching out to other people as well. This is a great time to be a man because you can ask for help. In the past, when I was growing up, to be a man, you had to be strong. You didn't have any weaknesses. But these days, it's perfectly okay to say, you know what? I don't want this and I can't cope. It's fine. So, plenty of help there if you need it. Another thing, of course, that you can do if you're feeling a little bit anxious or a bit blue, that just means a bit down, go and listen to your favorite music. I do that sometimes. That really lifts me up a little bit. But if you're looking for a quick release, if you're feeling stressed right now, come with me because we're going to talk about the RAIN technique. Right, let's have a look at this then. So this is the RAIN technique, and this is from a magazine called Happyful Magazine, issue 103. Now, the RAIN technique is a very well-known way of quietening your mind a little bit. It comes from the early 2000s. It's not something that Happyful magazine are suggesting. This is a psychological way of relaxing. I can't remember who invented the RAIN technique, but of course, we're very grateful to them. And we use this technique a lot when we're feeling a bit stressed, or at least I know I do. Right, so the word rain, of course, means weather, and it says here, when working with difficult emotions, thoughts, and experiences, try this mindfulness based approach to develop self compassion and resilience. And the idea is that each of these letters represents a letter from the word rain. So the first one here says recognize. Tap into the present moment and simply acknowledge the emotion, thoughts, or physical sensation you're experiencing. For example, you might notice butterflies in your stomach or a particular negative thought. So when you first feel that something's going on in your head, you can think about, oh, what is that? Where is that? And butterflies in your stomach is when you become a little bit nervous. Second one says allow. Uh, Accept that the experience is already happening. So there's no use denying that you have a feeling you don't want. Just accept it. You feel nervous, you feel angry, whatever. Instead of trying to resist it, deny it, or fix it. This doesn't mean that you have to be okay with it. You can still say, oh, I wish I didn't feel this way, but just let it be, let it run. The next one says, I investigate. So look a little deeper into that experience. Why is it there? It says here, you might reflect on how the emotion feels in your body. Think about what is bubbling underneath the surface, or whether this is related to something from the past. The key here is to approach with curiosity rather than criticism. Yeah, so just have a think about what it is that's going on. Why are you feeling that bad way? Is it because what somebody said, maybe the weather? But you don't have to think of it as a bad thing. Just wonder, oh, what's happening? And the last one here says nurture. Offer yourself some comforting words and acts of care that you might give a good friend. Yeah, so the way I do this is I just picture a good friend in front of me and asking me the question about what I'm struggling with to see the advice I would give him. Yeah. So I just imagine someone in front of me saying they have a particular thing. What would I say? What would I say to them? What advice would I give them? Because I generally do give good advice. Yeah. So if someone comes to me and says, oh, I just feel angry today, I might say, go and do some sport, or tomorrow things will be better. Don't worry. So, yeah, just to nurture yourself, give yourself some good advice. Remember what I was saying earlier, it's okay to feel this way. You don't have to be carrying that old toxic gender version of masculinity, for we're supposed to be strong and have it all together. And if you're doing English exams and they're coming up, it's okay to put them back by a week. It's okay to wait a few extra weeks before you do it. We've all got deadlines, and if you really, really are having a problem, you could see a medical professional. And if you do, tell the examination people. If the doctor's saying that, let's say, you have a problem with stress, tell the IELTS people, give them a medical certificate, because they will accept that and take it into account, especially if you have learning difficulties, dyslexia, something. It's really important that you make them aware, because they can help you. Teachers and examiners, we're not there to punish you. We're not there to force you to do homework you can't do. Just take it easy. Enjoy the ride. And remember, if you get anxious today, recognize that you're anxious. Just allow it. Go with it. Ask yourself why, just so you can learn from it. And then give yourself some good advice, or buy yourself some chocolate, but not too much. All right. That's it from me. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.